It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches onto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. First off, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson, and I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And hope and pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. So, the inspiration for this lesson through the Spirit came from this article I came across that was actually published a couple of days ago, March 29th, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, as coined by the beloved Apostle Tahar. And it reads, why Americans have little to smile about these days, right? Which is, showing that this place is utterly collapsing, man. Is downfall. It's on a downward spiral. It's circling the drain. They talk about in the scriptures how worms cover thee, representing the decay of this place. The infrastructure, I just seen there was a bridge that got hit in Baltimore that collapsed completely. And then there was another bridge that got hit here in Babylon as well. The roads are all falling apart. But, for speaking of this particular article and this topic, the morals of the people have completely gone. The strive that people had, what's the word I'm looking for? The spirit of America has fallen and continues to fall. That, so-called American dream has become an utter nightmare for a majority of people in this country, and it only continues to get worse. So this is going to be a quick hit through the Spirit. I'm going to read this article, then I have a couple more scriptures, and that'll be the lesson. So it says, why Americans have little to smile about these days. Rising costs of living, disappointment with political leaders, and crushing loneliness are soaring moods in the land of the free. From a sputtering economy and high inflation to a lack of trust in political leadership, Americans are expressing displeasure with many facets of their daily lives. In the annual World Happiness Report, the United States plunged 8th place to 23rd, a historic low for the land famous for its pearly white smiles, right? So, everything is being flipped upside down in this place, man. The Lord is taking the mirth out of this land, and the scriptures say, it's better to go into the house of mourning than to the house of mirth, man. But a lot of, that's for, the ones of us that are watching, brothers and sisters, that are in tune with the spirit of power, Yahawashi, and what the Lord is doing, but it's coming upon these heathen, these 2/3 as well, man, because they're going through all these heartaches and trials and tribulations, and they don't understand why. And that's why the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So, us that are in the know through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, we're going to be stable in these times because we're going to know what's going on. But everybody else is going to be running around with a chicken with their head cut off, man. They ain't going to know what to do. You're not going to know what to do. They're not going to know what's happening. They're not going to know why it's happening, right? So it says, so what's dragging Americans down? Perhaps the best place to start is with the economy. As the scriptures say, I believe that's in Ecclesiastes, when the keepers of the house shall tremble, right? Talking about the economists. I see article after article after article, going into how bad the economy is. Meanwhile, Sleepy Creepy Joe isn't even speaking about these things. There's been massive job cuts, all over, all different industries. And as it says in the scriptures, they shall wake up at the sound of the bird, you know, when the grinding is low, so representing fewer jobs. People are going to be waking up early in the morning to look for jobs, but there's not going to be any jobs anymore. Why? Because between technology and budget cuts, the what do you call it, AI and stuff like that, and these different robots that can do different jobs where they don't require a person anymore. There's fewer and fewer jobs, which is all by design, because they ultimately want everybody on well, ultimately CHIPs, but on that UBI, Universal Basic Income. So you're completely reliant on the government, man. That's what it's all about. So there's a systematic crashing of Babylon that's happening, So it says, so what's dragging Americans down? Perhaps the best place to start is with the economy, which has left many people in the dust as the rich keep getting richer. Consumer prices for basic grocery items remain above what they were in January 2021 when President Joe Biden assumed office. Price for chicken is up 26%, bread is up 30%, sugar is up 44%, and butter is up 27%, are enough to trigger many shoppers, while a simple trip to a restaurant has become a rare luxury for many financially strapped consumers. Meanwhile, rent costs have surged by 20% over the same period, right? So all these prices have been going up, but nobody's been making no more money. You've been making the same bullshit ass fucking check, let me get that real quick. This is what's happening, to everybody now. Matter of fact, let me get that first. Let's get that first. The Lord is doing a mighty work, bringing down this place. What's that? 30. I think it's 30. No, what's the one I'm thinking? Deuteronomy, Slovakia. But that's a good one too. The time of Jacob's trouble. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. 30 and 7. And it reads, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right? So one of the curses that was put on our people is actually no, it's not. Isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Haggai, what's that? Was it 1? Yep, 1 and 6. Haggai 1 and 6, and it reads, ye have sown much, meaning they have worked much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes, man. And that's what's happening to all these people, man. Heathen and 2/3 alike. This curse of working all the damn time and not having enough to make ends meet. You put it into a bag full of holes. As soon as you as Jake say, get the bag, it has holes in it. Your money's going out 7 ways, man. As soon as it goes in your bag, it's already, before you even get it, it's already destined to go somewhere. It could barely even touch your hand before everybody else got their goddamn hand out saying you owe them this, you owe them that. Car problems, rent, your regular utility bills, food, this place is fucking hell. And all these other people are starting to feel it too. I seen an article yesterday or the day before. The only way, the economist was saying, the only way to be financially okay nowadays is to have an annual income of $106,000. And most people barely make $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year. So that's the majority of the people in America are suffering, and that's the Lord putting the curses upon our enemies, man. All praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Says, while a simple trip to a restaurant has become a rare luxury for many financially strapped consumers. Meanwhile, rent costs have surged by 20% over the same period. Amid this sticker shock at the checkout line, Americans have also expressed a heavy amount of skepticism with the political system. A comprehensive Pew Research Center survey reveals high levels of dissatisfaction with three branches of government, the Democratic and Republican parties, as well as candidates for office. Slocky. Which, as the scriptures say, a kingdom divided cannot stand. So as people continue to, some people continue to wake up to the bullshit that is this current administration, Democratic and Republican, this Rome 2.0, which back in ancient Rome, it was the patricians and the plebeians. It was the same setup, which shows you that this is Rome all over again. This is Rome with a cell phone, Rome with an iPhone, So it's the same system that, came back through the Renaissance, the rebirth, Esau and his Roman kingdom. And the scriptures talk about how it would have two horns like a lamb, and speaketh like a dragon. Well, the two horns represent the two-party system. The Democrats and the Republicans, and speaking as a dragon is going into the draconian laws, which we're going, seeing more and more of, as we near the ending of this place. It says, among the findings, just 4% of U.S. adults say the political system is working extremely or very well. Only 4%. So the 4% of people that are delusional are the only ones that are saying that it's actually working. Another 23% report it is working somewhat well. So another, some more delusional people. And it says about 6 in 10, 63% express not too much or no confidence at all in the future of the U.S. political system. A growing portion of Americans are expressing contempt for both political parties. Nearly 3 in 10, 28% express unfavorable opinions in both parties, the highest share in 3 decades of polling, and a comparable share of respondents, 25%, do not feel well represented by either party. While trust in the government has remained near historic lows for much of the last 2 decades, today it stands among the lowest levels dating back nearly 7 decades. And now, 3 years after, the January 6th protests at the Capitol building, more Americans believe their country is heading for a political smash-up. That's exactly where it's headed. It says, according to a CBS YouGov poll released in January, 49% of respondents expect some sort of violence in future political contests like the upcoming showdown between Donald Trump and Joe Biden on November 4th. Meanwhile, a full 70% agree with the statement that American democracy is threatened. Right, so as the scriptures say, let's get it. Isaiah 19:2. In the modern day Egypt is Babylon, aka America. And it says, which Egypt represents bondage. And it says, and I will set, Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, man. So this prophecy is soon to be fulfilled, man. And we're seeing the workings of it right now. It says, not since the Civil War period have the American people witnessed such political divisions, and it seems to be just a matter of time before the blue and gray battle fatigues are back in style, albeit over entirely different issues. Yeah, man. So, hey, it's about to go down, man. Let's see. Yeah, it goes on to talk about loneliness. You know, people on medication and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, you see it. You know, this place is circling the drain, man, and these people are feeling it, man. You know, so let me just get this last couple precepts, and that'll be a lesson. This is Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Right. So this whole article is going into, why Americans have little to smile about these days, man. All the ones that were so, um, God bless America, all that bullshit. That shit's gone down the drain, man. You know, they have massive amounts of migrants coming in every day, all day, and they're, able to come in and, get benefits and get this and get that and housing and all this stuff, while homelessness here in Babylon is continuing to rise, man. So that's a division in itself, man. So there really isn't nothing to smile about except for the brothers and sisters that are following Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in truth and sincerity, because we're seeing the downfall of our enemies, man. Let's get that real quick. Let's see. What's that? Sirach 25. 7. Sirach 25:7, otherwise known as Ecclesiasticus 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, man. So we are indeed seeing the fall of our enemies, man, in this wicked ass society, America, man, that have vexed our righteous souls from day to day, man. And the filthy conversation of the people that live here, man. This place is going down, man, and these people are starting to suffer, man. It says, Isaiah 24:7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the joy of them that, the noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion, Babylon, is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in, man. So this place is done, man. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. All joy is darkened. Why Americans have little to smile about these days. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, man. So this place is out of here, man. It's through SA, man. Through SA. Good riddance, man. Fuck this place. Hey, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a quick hit. Just getting ready for camp today. So I wanted to, blow the trumpet in Zion as we're commanded to do, So I hope and pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning. Find this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. I want to say abab, babal, and kwam yasharala. And shalom. To the next one.